Yeah, I'm on a path. I'm in my God body, nigga, do the math. And I take a bath in the water. I know I am the daughter of the river of the moon, blessed by ocean.
Everyone has a soul journey. Your whole mission is to help raise the vibrations of the earth. The highest vibration is love. Okay, so anything negative is a low vibration. It's a low frequency. Positivity, that's all high vibrational, things. The highest vibration is love. Not saying that nobody is perfect. So you of course can't say, and I really hate when people say this. You're supposed to be in spirituality. Why are you angry? I'm human, okay? I might say negative things sometimes. That is a human thing to do. Nobody's nobody's going to just be high vibrational and positive all the time. But I try my best to stay in a positive, upbeat mood because I want everything around me to be in a positive vibration. When if you're the kind of person that's like, oh, everybody I talk to is negative. Everybody I talk to is always in a bad mood. You may be the bad mood. Okay? That's just what it is. You can only interact with the people that match your frequency. If you are friends with Becky and Becky is always in a bad mood or something negative is always going on in her life, she's not going to be able to reach you because she can't meet you on that frequency. Okay? So, anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. That was just a thought that came into my head. But, so like I said, your whole journey is to raise the vibrations of the earth. The things that you say, the things that you do, it creates, a wave that affects the next person. And that is what people, really need to start to realize. Your life, you're working on, everybody around you when you do and say certain things. Because if I go to a store and I'm in a bad mood and I'm rude to the cashier or whatever, the cashier, she may have been in a really good mood at the moment. But because I'm being rude to her, now she's in a bad mood. So whatever I said could have ruined her whole day. She go home and she's rude to the people at home. Now they're in a bad mood. That's the way the world works. And that's what causes the world to be at a low vibration. The goal is to get it, to raise that up. Along with working on, your vibrations and everything, you also have to work on yourself on the inside, that would be called your shadow self. Your shadow self is the dark parts of yourself that you may not even realize, like just the negativity that you bring into the world. Like, one thing I really can't stand for people to say is when they say something bad happens, and then they're like, if it's not, what do they say? If it's not one thing, it's another. And then because you said that, it's going to be another thing. That, I can't stand when people say that. It really gets on my nerves. Because I'm like, you asking for it. You keep on, every time something happens and you upset about it, now you asking for the next thing. Like, stop saying it. That's the things that people need to work on. Like, work on understanding that you have more power than you are led to believe. And that's one thing that, spirituality has taught me. When you're in spirituality, you understand that whatever level you are on, that is not the end. You're always going to elevate. The goal in life, period, is to always elevate. The reason a lot of people stay stuck in the same situation and they're going through the same things over and over is because they haven't learned from whatever it is that they're doing. If you're doing something and it's happening over and over, maybe you need to change something. Like, it's some people that it's some people that are in the same position that they were in 10 years ago. That is a very, very sad truth. The only person that's keeping you stagnant is you. If you're dealing with somebody that's keeping you in that same position, I ain't even say keeping you in the same position. Like I just said, the only person that's stopping you is yourself. Some things you have to let go of. Some people you have to let go of. So that you can learn who you truly are and who you are meant to be. Do you know that sometimes you have a moment in your life where you look around and you like, dang, I don't have no friends, I don't have no family, I don't have nobody that I could talk to. You know why you in that moment? You're in that moment because that is where you're supposed to shut up and listen. Listen to what the ancestors, spirit, God, whatever you want to call it, that's the time that you're supposed to listen to what it is that they're trying to tell you. Everybody in life is going to have a moment where things are going to get so hard and things are going to pound down on you so bad that you're going to have to be like, okay, I can't do this no more. Let me just stop. And that is that moment where that's where you have to stop and just be like, okay, this is what's happening to me. How can I fix it? And how can I fix it so I don't have to go through this again? And I also grow from it. I have had that moment. I've had the moments where I was like, dang. I mean, my friends wasn't, I still had my friends, but sometimes you just get to a point where you like, dang, nobody around me understands me. I've always been the kind of person that I knew I was different from everybody else. My whole life, I have been, trying to find people that, understand me on the level that I need them to. Because, my friends, they could understand me like basic, normal human day-to-day life stuff. But on the spiritual level, there's nobody that could match me. Like I didn't have a friend that I could talk to on a soul level. So what I did was I took that time to myself when I felt like nobody understands me. Let me figure it out. And I stopped and I just listened. I have things pop into my head now, especially since I'm older and I'm growing more. I don't even know what to call it right now. I'm trying to focus on what I'm trying to say to y'all. But you know what I mean. Now I'm just if I think it, if I have a thought about something and it just popped into my head, I know, Courtney, this is what you're supposed to do. This is what you need to do next. The way things work for me is I will have that moment where something tells me like, hey, it's time to move. If you know me, I will not stay in a place for too long. If it's time to go, it's time to go. That's something that I really think a lot of people should work on. You can't stay stagnant forever. If something is stagnant, nothing is going to grow. The only thing that I've ever seen that was stagnant, where something grew, was a swamp. Like, you have to keep on moving. You have to continue to grow. You have to continue to elevate yourself, or you're never going to get to your fullest potential. There are so many people that have like such potential and they sit on it. If you have an idea, do it. Like when you get an idea, the fact that you had the idea means that it's something in you that you know.
When I'm focused, everything will manifest because I wrote it. I'm hella sweet because I spoke it. Notice I am the sugar, honey, iced tea. You fake